begin with a quote from Marcus Aurelius. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This sets the tone for discussing how emotional distance can empower us and draw attention effectively. Understanding Stoicism. Key philosophers and their contributions. Zeno of Citium. The founder of Stoicism, Zeno taught that virtue is based on knowledge and that the wise live in harmony with the divine reason, logos, that governs nature. Seneca. A Roman statesman and playwright, Seneca's letters and essays emphasize practical ethics and the importance of living in accordance with nature. His works provide insights into handling grief, anger, and adversity. Epictetus. A former slave who became a prominent teacher, Epictetus focused on the idea that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. His teachings are encapsulated in the Enchiridion, a manual of practical ethical advice. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, his personal writings, meditations, reflect on Stoic principles and the importance of duty, rationality, and compassion. He exemplifies how to apply Stoic philosophy in leadership and personal conduct. Core principles of Stoicism. The dichotomy of control. This principle emphasizes that some things are within our control, our thoughts, intentions, and reactions, while others are not, external events, the actions of others. By focusing on what we can control, we can achieve peace of mind. Virtue as the highest good. Stoics believe that the ultimate goal of life is to cultivate virtue, which encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living virtuously leads to true happiness. Living according to nature. Stoicism teaches that we should align our lives with the natural order of the universe. This involves accepting the things we cannot change and understanding that everything happens for a reason. Emotional resilience. Stoics advocate for emotional detachment from external events. By observing our emotions without being overwhelmed by them, we can respond rationally rather than reactively. Stoicism in modern life stress management. In today's fast-paced world, Stoicism provides practical strategies for managing stress. Techniques like mindfulness and cognitive reframing, rooted in Stoic thought, can help individuals maintain composure amidst chaos. Decision-making. Stoicism encourages rational decision-making. By applying the dichotomy of control, individuals can focus on factors within their control, leading to better outcomes. Improved relationships. By practicing emotional distance and empathy, individuals can navigate relationships with greater clarity and understanding. Stoicism teaches the importance of patience and thoughtful communication. Resilience in adversity. Stoic principles can empower individuals to face challenges with courage and resilience. The focus on internal control helps build a mindset that embraces difficulties as opportunities for growth. Real-life applications of Stoicism. Personal anecdotes. Stories of individuals who have used Stoic principles to overcome adversity can illustrate the philosophy's practical applications. For instance, a professional facing layoffs may reflect on the dichotomy of control to maintain a positive outlook. Historical figures. Examples of historical figures who embodied Stoic principles, such as Nelson Mandela's resilience during imprisonment, can inspire others to apply Stoic wisdom in their own lives. Modern thinkers. Contemporary writers and leaders who advocate for Stoicism, such as Ryan Holiday, emphasize its relevance in today's society. Their works highlight how ancient wisdom can guide modern challenges. Conclusion. Understanding Stoicism provides valuable insights into leading a more fulfilled and resilient life. By embracing its principles, individuals can cultivate emotional strength, improve their relationships, and navigate life's uncertainties with grace and wisdom. The enduring legacy of Stoicism lies in its ability to offer practical tools for personal growth and emotional well-being, making it a timeless philosophy for all. The concept of emotional distance. 1. Defining emotional distance. Understanding the term. Emotional distance refers to the ability to separate oneself from emotional responses to events or people. This does not imply apathy, but rather an objective observation of feelings. Psychological perspectives. Psychological theories, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, emphasize emotional regulation and the importance of recognizing and managing emotions without becoming overwhelmed. 2. The role of emotional distance in Stoicism. Stoic philosophy, central to Stoic thought, is the idea that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. Emotional distance aligns with this principle, enabling us to maintain our composure in the face of challenges. Dichotomy of control. The Stoic dichotomy of control emphasizes focusing on what we can influence, our thoughts and actions, while accepting what we cannot, external circumstances. Emotional distance helps in this acceptance. 3. Benefits of emotional distance. Clarity of thought. By stepping back from immediate emotional responses, individuals can think more clearly and make better decisions. Enhanced problem solving. Emotional distance allows for a more rational approach to problem solving as it minimizes biases and emotional interference. Stress reduction. Maintaining emotional distance can lead to lower stress levels as individuals learn not to take external events personally. Improved interpersonal relationships. Practicing emotional distance can lead to healthier relationships as it fosters better communication and reduces reactive behavior during conflicts. 4. Techniques for creating emotional distance. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness practices help individuals observe their emotions without judgment, creating a buffer between emotional experiences and reactions. Cognitive reframing. This involves changing the perspective on a situation to view it more objectively. For example, reframing criticism as constructive feedback allows for a more measured response. Journaling. Writing about experiences and feelings can help process emotions and create a sense of distance from them. Breathing exercises. Simple breathing techniques can ground individuals, allowing them to regain composure during emotionally charged situations. 5. Real-life examples of emotional distance. Workplace scenarios. In high-stress environments, such as corporate settings, maintaining emotional distance can prevent burnout. For instance, a manager facing criticism might take a step back to evaluate feedback without taking it personally. Personal relationships. In conflicts with loved ones, emotional distance can facilitate more constructive conversations. For example, instead of reacting defensively to a partner's criticism, an individual can listen and respond thoughtfully. Athletes and performers. Many successful athletes use emotional distance to maintain focus during competitions, allowing them to perform at their best without being distracted by external pressures. 6. Challenges in maintaining emotional distance. Cultural norms. In some cultures, emotional expression is valued, making it challenging to practice emotional distance without feeling guilty or disconnected. Misinterpretation. Emotional distance can be misinterpreted as indifference or lack of empathy, leading to misunderstandings in relationships. Balancing empathy and distance. Finding the right balance between emotional distance and genuine connection is crucial. Too much distance can lead to isolation, while too little can result in overwhelm. 7. The impact of emotional distance on mental health, reducing anxiety and depression. Research shows that individuals who practice emotional regulation through techniques such as mindfulness experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. Building resilience. Emotional distance contributes to resilience, enabling individuals to bounce back from setbacks more effectively. The benefits of emotional distance. 1. Clarity of thought. Objective assessment. Emotional distance enables clearer thinking by reducing the influence of immediate emotional responses. This allows for a more rational evaluation of situations. Improved decision-making. When emotions don't cloud judgment, individuals can make better choices. For example, a leader who maintains emotional distance during a crisis can analyze the situation without panic. Case study. Explore examples of successful leaders or individuals who exemplified clear thinking during high-stress situations. 2. Enhanced problem-solving skills. Analytical thinking. Stepping back from emotions allows individuals to approach problems with a logical mindset. Emotional distance encourages a focus on solutions rather than emotional reactions. Creative solutions. With a clear mind, individuals are more likely to think creatively and explore various options for resolution. Real-life application. Share examples of professionals or teams who utilized emotional distance to tackle complex challenges effectively. 3. Stress reduction. Lowered emotional reactivity. By practicing emotional distance, individuals can reduce their tendency to react strongly to stressors, leading to a calmer state of mind. Health benefits. Reduced stress contributes to overall well-being, positively impacting mental and physical health. Mindfulness techniques. Discuss techniques such as meditation and deep breathing that help cultivate emotional distance and promote stress reduction. 4. Improved interpersonal relationships. Constructive communication. Emotional distance fosters better communication by allowing individuals to listen and respond thoughtfully rather than react defensively. Conflict resolution. In conflicts, emotional distance can lead to more productive discussions. By viewing the situation objectively, individuals can find common ground. Example. Scenarios. Provide anecdotes of personal relationships where emotional distance transformed conflict into understanding and cooperation. 5. Increased resilience. Coping with adversity. Emotional distance empowers individuals to cope with challenges more effectively. It helps them view setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Long-term resilience. By building the skill of emotional distance, individuals become more resilient over time, better equipped to handle future difficulties. Real-life examples highlight stories of individuals who faced significant challenges and thrived by practicing emotional distance. 6. Greater emotional intelligence. Self-awareness. Emotional distance enhances self-awareness by encouraging individuals to observe their emotions without judgment. This leads to a deeper understanding of personal triggers and reactions. Empathy development. While maintaining emotional distance, individuals can still practice empathy, understanding others' emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. Practical application. Discuss how leaders and managers can use emotional distance to develop their emotional intelligence and improve team dynamics. 7. Better work-life balance. Professional boundaries. Emotional distance helps establish healthy boundaries in professional settings, preventing burnout and promoting a balanced life. Focus on priorities. By stepping back from emotional turmoil, individuals can prioritize their goals and values, aligning their actions with what truly matters. Case study. Provide examples of professionals who successfully balanced work and personal life through emotional distance. Techniques for creating emotional distance. 1. Mindfulness practices. Definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It encourages awareness of thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. Meditation techniques. Focused attention. Meditation, concentrating on a specific object or breath to anchor attention and create mental clarity. Body scan, a technique to become aware of physical sensations, promoting relaxation and emotional awareness. Benefits. Mindfulness practices help individuals observe their emotions without becoming reactive, fostering emotional distance. 2. Cognitive reframing, understanding. Cognitive reframing. This technique involves changing the way one perceives a situation to alter emotional responses. Practical steps. Identify negative thoughts or beliefs. Recognize the thoughts that contribute to emotional distress. Challenge these thoughts with evidence. Question the validity of these thoughts by looking for supporting evidence. Replace them with more balanced, rational perspectives. Formulate healthier, more constructive ways of thinking. Example, an individual receiving criticism might reframe it as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. 3. Journaling. The role of journaling. Writing about experiences and emotions helps individuals process feelings and create distance from them. Techniques. Free writing. Writing without restrictions for a set time to express emotions and thoughts. Reflective journaling. Analyzing daily events and responses to identify patterns and triggers. Benefits. Journaling promotes self-reflection, allowing individuals to observe their emotions from a distance. 4th. Breathing exercises. Importance of breathing. Controlled breathing techniques can help calm the mind and body, reducing emotional reactivity. Techniques. Deep breathing. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling slowly through the mouth. Box breathing. A technique involving inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding again for equal counts. Benefits. These exercises promote relaxation and help individuals regain composure in stressful situations. 5. Visualization techniques. Understanding. Visualization. Visualization involves mentally imagining a peaceful scenario or a desired outcome to promote emotional distance. Techniques. Guided imagery. Listening to recordings that guide you through calming visualizations. Future self-visualization. Imagining how a future, emotionally distant self would respond to current challenges. Benefits. Visualization can help create a mental buffer between emotions and reactions, fostering a calm mindset. 6. Establishing boundaries. Importance of boundaries. Setting emotional and physical boundaries is crucial for maintaining emotional distance in relationships. Practical steps. Identify areas where boundaries are needed. Communicate these boundaries clearly and assertively. Practice self-care to reinforce these boundaries. Example, a person may need to limit interactions with negative influences to protect their emotional well-being. 7. Cognitive behavioral techniques. Understanding CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns. Techniques. Thought records, keeping a log of negative thoughts and challenging their validity. Behavioral experiments, testing out new responses to situations to observe outcomes. Benefits. These techniques help individuals detach from harmful emotional patterns and cultivate healthier responses. 8. Seeking professional help. Therapeutic support. Engaging with a therapist can provide guidance on creating emotional distance and developing coping strategies. Types of therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on changing negative thought patterns. Mindfulness-based therapy combines mindfulness practices with therapeutic techniques. Benefits. Professional support can offer personalized strategies for emotional distance, fostering deeper understanding and growth. 9. Practicing self-compassion. Understanding self-compassion. Being kind to oneself during difficult times fosters emotional resilience. Techniques. Self-compassion. Exercises. Engaging in practices that promote self-kindness, such as positive affirmations. Mindful self-compassion. Combining mindfulness with self-compassion to cultivate a nurturing mindset. Benefits. Self-compassion allows individuals to acknowledge their feelings without judgment, creating a healthy emotional distance. Techniques for creating emotional distance. Mindfulness practices. Definition. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of the moment without judgment. It helps individuals recognize their emotions and thoughts without becoming reactive. Techniques. Meditation. Regular meditation helps cultivate awareness and acceptance of thoughts and feelings, reducing emotional reactivity. Body scan. This involves focusing attention on different parts of the body to develop awareness of physical sensations, fostering a sense of detachment from overwhelming emotions. Benefits. Mindfulness practices promote emotional regulation, allowing individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. Cognitive reframing. Understanding. Cognitive reframing. This technique involves changing the way one perceives a situation to alter emotional responses. Steps. Identify negative thoughts. Challenge those thoughts by examining evidence. Replace them with balanced, rational perspectives. Example. When receiving criticism, a person might reframe it as an opportunity for personal growth instead of a personal attack. Journaling. Role of journaling. Writing about experiences and emotions helps individuals process feelings and gain perspective. Techniques. Free writing. Writing continuously for a set time to express emotions without self-censorship. Reflective journaling. Analyzing daily events and emotional responses to identify patterns and triggers. Benefits. Journaling encourages self-reflection and helps create distance from overwhelming emotions. Breathing exercises. Importance of breathing. Controlled breathing techniques can help calm the mind and body, reducing emotional reactivity. Techniques. Deep breathing. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling slowly through the mouth to promote relaxation. Box breathing. A structured breathing technique that involves inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding again for equal counts. Benefits. These exercises can quickly bring calmness and clarity in stressful situations. Visualization techniques. Understanding. Visualization. Visualization involves mentally imagining a peaceful scenario or a desired outcome to foster emotional distance. Techniques. Guided imagery. Using recordings or scripts to guide through calming visualizations. Future self-visualization. Imagining how an emotionally distant self would handle current challenges, helping to foster a calm mindset. Benefits. Visualization can create a mental buffer between emotions and reactions. Establishing boundaries. Importance of boundaries. Setting emotional and physical boundaries is crucial for maintaining emotional distance in relationships. Steps. Identify where boundaries are needed. Communicate these boundaries clearly and assertively. Practice self-care to reinforce these boundaries. Example. Limiting interactions with negative influences to protect emotional well-being. Cognitive behavioral techniques. Understanding CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns. Techniques. Thought records. Keeping a log of negative thoughts and challenging their validity. Behavioral experiments. Testing new responses to situations to observe different outcomes. Benefits. These techniques help individuals detach from harmful emotional patterns. Seeking professional help. Therapeutic support. Engaging with a therapist can provide guidance on creating emotional distance and developing effective coping strategies. Types of therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy focuses on changing negative thought patterns. Mindfulness-based therapy combines mindfulness practices with therapeutic techniques. Benefits. Professional support offers personalized strategies for emotional distance. 9. Practicing self-compassion. Understanding. Self-compassion. Being kind to oneself during difficult times fosters emotional resilience. Techniques. Self-compassion. Exercises. Engaging in practices that promote self-kindness. Mindful self-compassion. Combining mindfulness with self-compassion to cultivate a nurturing mindset. Benefits. Self-compassion allows individuals to acknowledge feelings without judgment. Real-life examples of emotional distance. Introduction. Emotional distance is a valuable skill that allows individuals to navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience. This concept applies across various contexts, from personal relationships to professional settings. By examining real-life examples, we can better understand how emotional distance is practiced and its benefits in everyday situations. Emotional distance in personal relationships. Conflict resolution. Emotional distance can transform conflicts into constructive conversations. For instance, a couple facing a disagreement may benefit from taking time apart to reflect on their feelings before discussing the issue, allowing for clearer communication. Example: a friend who feels overwhelmed by a toxic relationship might decide to create emotional distance by limiting interactions, thus preserving their mental health. Empathy versus detachment. Finding the balance between empathy and emotional distance is crucial. A person may empathize with a friend's struggles while maintaining enough distance to avoid emotional burnout. Emotional distance in the workplace. Managing stress. Professionals often face high-pressure situations. An employee might practice emotional distance by reframing a stressful project as an opportunity for growth rather than a source of anxiety. Example: a manager dealing with team conflict can step back to analyze the situation objectively, leading to a more effective resolution rather than reacting impulsively. Boundary setting. Establishing boundaries with colleagues helps maintain emotional distance. For instance, a worker might avoid engaging in office gossip to protect their emotional well-being. Emotional distance in leadership. Decision-making. Effective leaders often use emotional distance to make informed decisions. By separating their emotions from the situation, they can weigh options more rationally. Example: a CEO facing a financial crisis might employ emotional distance to assess the company's situation objectively, leading to strategic changes rather than emotionally driven reactions. Resilience in adversity. Leaders who exemplify emotional distance can inspire their teams to remain focused and composed during challenging times. Emotional distance in coping with grief. Processing loss. Individuals experiencing grief may benefit from emotional distance by allowing themselves to feel their emotions while also stepping back to reflect on positive memories. Example: someone mourning a loved one might use journaling to express their feelings, creating a distance that enables them to reflect on their emotions without becoming overwhelmed. Support systems. Engaging in support groups can provide emotional distance by offering perspectives from others who share similar experiences, fostering healing. Emotional distance in sports and performance. Mental toughness. Athletes often need to maintain emotional distance to perform at their best. By detaching from the pressure of winning or losing, they can focus on their performance. Example: a competitive swimmer might visualize a successful race while maintaining emotional distance from the pressure of competition, leading to improved focus and performance. Coaching techniques. Coaches can help athletes develop emotional distance through mental training exercises, promoting resilience and composure during competitions. Emotional distance in parenting, managing expectations. Parents can practice emotional distance by reframing their expectations of their children, allowing them to enjoy their children's achievements without undue pressure. Example: a parent might recognize their child's struggles in school and provide support while maintaining emotional distance, allowing the child to learn from their experiences. Promoting independence. Encouraging children to face challenges independently fosters resilience and emotional distance, helping them develop their problem-solving skills. Emotional distance in crisis situations. First responders. Professionals in high-stress jobs, like firefighters or paramedics, often utilize emotional distance to cope with traumatic experiences, enabling them to provide effective support. Example: a paramedic may process a traumatic event by discussing it with colleagues, creating emotional distance while still acknowledging the experience. Training programs. Many organizations implement training programs to help employees develop emotional resilience and distance in crisis situations. 8. Emotional distance in therapy and counseling. Therapeutic techniques. Therapists often encourage clients to explore emotional distance as a way to process feelings and experiences without becoming overwhelmed. Example: a therapist might use cognitive behavioral techniques to help a client identify and challenge negative thought patterns, promoting emotional distance from distressing feelings. Self-reflection. Encouraging self-reflection through journaling or mindfulness can help clients gain emotional distance from their challenges, fostering personal growth. 9. Emotional distance in cultural contexts. Cultural differences. The concept of emotional distance varies across cultures. In some cultures, emotional expression is valued, while in others, emotional restraint is encouraged. Example: in cultures that prioritize community, individuals may need to navigate emotional distance differently, balancing personal needs with communal expectations. Adapting techniques. Understanding cultural nuances can help individuals adapt techniques for emotional distance that resonate with their values. Challenges in maintaining emotional distance, cultural norms and expectations. Cultural influences. Different cultures have varying norms regarding emotional expression and distance. In collectivist cultures, expressing emotions may be discouraged to maintain harmony, while individualistic cultures might promote emotional expression. Challenge. Navigating cultural expectations can create tension for individuals trying to maintain emotional distance. For example, someone from a culture that values emotional restraint may struggle in a context that encourages open emotional expression. Strategies. Educating oneself about cultural differences can help individuals adapt their emotional distance practices to fit their environments. Misinterpretation of emotional distance. Perception as indifference. Emotional distance can be misinterpreted as apathy or lack of empathy. This misunderstanding can lead to strained relationships. Challenge. Individuals may fear that maintaining emotional distance will alienate them from others or make them appear unsupportive. Strategies. Communicating intentions clearly and practicing empathetic listening can help others understand that emotional distance is not indifference, but a tool for healthier interactions. Personal triggers and emotional baggage. Understanding. Triggers, personal experiences and past traumas, can create emotional triggers that make it difficult to maintain distance. When faced with specific situations, individuals may react emotionally instead of observing their feelings objectively. Challenge. Identifying and managing these triggers requires self-awareness and ongoing effort. For example, someone who experienced betrayal in past relationships might find it hard to remain emotionally distant in new relationships. Strategies. Engaging in therapy or self-reflection can help individuals recognize triggers and develop coping mechanisms to maintain emotional distance. Balancing empathy and detachment. Need for empathy. In many relationships, particularly close ones, emotional engagement is important for connection and support. Striking a balance between empathy and emotional distance can be challenging. Challenge. Over-identifying with others' emotions can lead to emotional burnout or codependency, making it difficult to maintain necessary distance. Strategies. Practicing self-care and setting healthy boundaries can help individuals maintain empathy without becoming overwhelmed by others' emotions. Fear of rejection or isolation. Social connections. Humans are inherently social beings. The fear of emotional distance leading to rejection or isolation can deter individuals from practicing it. Challenge. This fear can result in overcommitment to relationships or situations that are emotionally draining, hindering personal well-being. Strategies. Building a supportive network of understanding friends or mentors can alleviate fears and reinforce the importance of emotional distance for personal growth. High-stress environments. Impact of stress. In high-stress environments, such as workplaces or crisis situations, emotions can run high, making it challenging to maintain emotional distance. Challenge. Stress can trigger immediate emotional reactions, overshadowing the ability to step back and assess situations objectively. Strategies for maintaining emotional distance. 7. Ingrained behavioral patterns. Automatic reactions. Long-standing behavioral patterns can make it difficult to adopt emotional distance. Individuals who habitually respond emotionally may find it challenging to change these patterns. Challenge. Breaking these ingrained habits requires conscious effort and commitment over time. Strategies. Practicing mindfulness and journaling can help individuals become more aware of their automatic reactions and gradually cultivate emotional distance. 8. Lack of support or understanding. Social environment. A lack of understanding or support from peers can hinder an individual's efforts to maintain emotional distance. If friends or family members don't value this practice, it can create additional stress. Challenge. Feeling isolated in one's efforts can lead to discouragement and abandonment of emotional distance practices. Strategies. Seeking communities or groups that prioritize emotional well-being can provide encouragement and validation. 9. Emotional fatigue. Burnout. Constantly navigating emotions without adequate emotional distance can lead to fatigue and burnout, especially for those in caregiving or supportive roles. Challenge. Emotional fatigue makes it harder to maintain the distance necessary for healthy interactions. Strategies. Regular self-care and scheduled breaks from emotionally taxing environments can help replenish energy and maintain emotional health. Benefits of emotional distance. Introduction. Emotional distance is the ability to detach oneself from overwhelming emotions, allowing for clearer thinking and more effective decision-making. While it may seem counterintuitive in a world that often values emotional expression, cultivating emotional distance can lead to numerous benefits in personal well-being and relationships. This guide explores the various advantages of maintaining emotional distance, emphasizing its relevance in everyday life. 1. Enhanced clarity of thought. Objective perspective. Emotional distance allows individuals to assess situations more rationally, reducing the influence of immediate emotional reactions. Improved decision-making. With a clear mind, individuals can weigh options more effectively, leading to better outcomes. For example, a leader making strategic decisions can do so without being swayed by stress or anxiety. Real-life application. Share examples of professionals who made successful decisions by employing emotional distance, highlighting the outcomes. 2. Reduced stress and anxiety. Emotional regulation. Practicing emotional distance helps in managing stress and anxiety by creating a buffer between feelings and reactions. Health benefits. Lower levels of stress contribute to improved physical health, reducing the risk of stress-related illnesses. Mindfulness techniques. Discuss how mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can facilitate emotional distance and promote relaxation. 3. Improved interpersonal relationships. Constructive communication. Emotional distance fosters better communication by allowing individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than react defensively. Conflict resolution. By viewing conflicts objectively, individuals can find solutions that benefit all parties, promoting healthier relationships. Example. Scenarios. Provide anecdotes illustrating how emotional distance led to more effective conflict resolution and understanding in personal relationships. 4. Increased resilience. Coping with adversity. Emotional distance empowers individuals to face challenges with a more resilient mindset, viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Long-term benefits. Developing the ability to maintain emotional distance strengthens resilience over time, helping individuals navigate future difficulties with greater ease. Real-life examples highlight stories of individuals who thrive despite adversity by employing emotional distance, showcasing their journeys. 5. Greater emotional intelligence, self-awareness. Emotional distance enhances self-awareness, allowing individuals to observe their emotions without judgment. Empathy. Development. While maintaining emotional distance, individuals can still practice empathy, understanding others' feelings without becoming overwhelmed. Practical application of emotional distance for leaders and managers. Improving emotional intelligence. Leaders and managers can use emotional distance to enhance their emotional intelligence, allowing them to respond more thoughtfully to team dynamics. By stepping back during challenging situations, they can assess their emotions and the emotions of others, leading to more informed and compassionate leadership. Fostering a positive team environment. Creating a culture that values emotional distance encourages team members to express themselves freely while also respecting personal boundaries. This balance promotes constructive feedback and collaboration, ultimately enhancing team cohesion and morale. Better work-life balance. Setting boundaries. Emotional distance is crucial for establishing healthy professional boundaries, which can help prevent burnout and maintain a balanced life. Prioritizing well-being. By stepping back from emotional turmoil, individuals can focus on their values and goals, leading to greater fulfillment both at work and in their personal lives. Case studies highlight examples of professionals who successfully integrated emotional distance into their routines, achieving a harmonious work-life balance. enhanced creativity and problem-solving, creative thinking. Stepping back from emotional involvement allows for innovative solutions, as individuals can think outside the box without the constraints of emotional bias. Real-life application. Share instances where emotional distance led to breakthroughs in creative fields like art, writing, or business. Encouraging team collaboration. A culture that values emotional distance fosters an environment where creative ideas can flourish, enabling teams to tackle challenges with fresh perspectives. Improved focus and productivity. Minimizing distractions. Emotional distance helps individuals concentrate on tasks without being sidetracked by emotional turmoil or interpersonal drama. Goal orientation. By maintaining emotional distance, individuals can align their actions with their goals, enhancing productivity and achievement. Case studies highlight successful individuals who attribute their high productivity to their ability to maintain emotional distance. Better health outcomes. Physical health. Reducing stress through emotional distance has direct health benefits, including lower blood pressure, a reduced risk of heart disease, and improved immune function. Mental well-being. Emotional distance contributes to better mental health by preventing burnout and promoting a balanced emotional state. Research findings. Share studies that demonstrate the correlation between emotional distance, stress reduction, and overall health improvements. Practical tips for cultivating emotional distance. Introduction. Emotional distance is a vital skill for navigating feelings and interactions effectively. This guide presents practical tips to help individuals develop emotional distance in their daily lives. 1. Mindfulness and meditation. Practice. Mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness techniques to enhance self-awareness and observe emotions without judgment. Meditation techniques. Incorporate daily practices such as focused breathing or body scans to create a mental space that fosters emotional distance. Real-life application. Share examples of individuals who used mindfulness to manage emotions and improve well-being. 2. Journaling for reflection. Daily. Journaling. Maintain a journal to express thoughts and feelings, helping clarify emotions and recognize patterns. Prompts for reflection. Use specific prompts to guide your journaling, such as, "What triggered my emotional response today?" Benefits. Discuss how journaling aids emotional processing and helps create distance from immediate reactions. 3. Cognitive reframing, understanding. Cognitive reframing. Learn to identify and challenge negative thought patterns by looking for alternative perspectives. Practical steps. Ask yourself questions like, what is the evidence for this thought, and how might I view this differently? Examples. Provide scenarios where cognitive reframing helped individuals gain emotional distance and make better choices. 4. Setting boundaries. Identify personal boundaries. Understand limits in relationships and clarify what you're comfortable with. Communicate clearly. Practice assertive communication to express boundaries without guilt. Importance of boundaries. Explain how setting boundaries protects emotional well-being and maintains distance from toxic influences. 5. Practicing self-compassion. Cultivating self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness during tough times and acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Self-compassion. Exercises. Engage in practices promoting self-kindness, such as positive affirmations. Real-life impact. Discuss how self-compassion contributes to emotional distance by reducing self-critical thoughts. 6. Engaging in physical activity exercise benefits. Regular activity can reduce stress and provide a healthy outlet for emotions. Mindful movement. Explore activities like yoga that combine physical movement with mindfulness. Personal stories. Share examples of individuals who found relief from emotional turmoil through exercise. 7. Seeking professional support. Therapeutic options. Engage with a therapist who can guide you in developing emotional distance. Group therapy. Consider joining support groups to share experiences and learn in a safe environment. Benefits of professional guidance. Discuss how professionals can offer personalized strategies for cultivating emotional distance. 8. Utilizing breathing techniques. Breathing exercises. Practice controlled breathing techniques like deep breathing to ground yourself during emotional overwhelm. Calming techniques. Explore specific exercises for stressful situations to regain composure and clarity. Example scenarios. Breathing techniques for emotional distance. 1. In high-pressure meetings. During a tense board meeting, an executive feels overwhelmed by conflicting opinions. They take a moment to practice deep breathing, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. This technique helps them regain composure, allowing them to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. 2. Navigating family gatherings. At a family reunion, an individual feels anxious about potential conflicts. Before engaging in discussions, they step aside to practice box breathing for a few minutes. This practice creates emotional distance, enabling them to participate in conversations without getting emotionally entangled. 3. Managing workload. Stress. A project manager faces tight deadlines and high expectations. They incorporate a quick breathing exercise at their desk whenever stress peaks. By focusing on their breath, they clear their mind, allowing for improved concentration and a more productive approach to their tasks. 4. Coping with grief. Someone grieving the loss of a loved one finds themselves overwhelmed during a memorial service. They excuse themselves briefly to perform deep breathing exercises which help them process their emotions and return to the gathering with a sense of calm and clarity. 9. Building a supportive network. Surround yourself with support. Cultivate relationships with individuals who understand and respect your need for emotional distance. Seek friends or family who can offer encouragement without judgment. Effective communication. Be open about your emotional distance journey. Sharing your intentions with friends and family can foster a supportive environment, making it easier for them to respect your boundaries. Real-life benefits. For instance, an individual struggling with anxiety shared their need for emotional distance with close friends. As a result, their friends offered understanding and provided space during tough times, significantly enhancing their emotional well-being. 10. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude journals. Maintaining a gratitude journal shifts focus from negative emotions to the positive aspects of life. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day can help cultivate a more positive mindset. Daily gratitude practices. Incorporate daily habits, such as verbalizing gratitude to others or reflecting on what you appreciate in your life. This practice can foster resilience and emotional distance by reframing negative situations. Impact on emotional distance. For example, a person facing job stress began a gratitude practice. By focusing on positive aspects of their work and personal life, they cultivated emotional distance from daily frustrations, which helped them approach challenges with a more balanced perspective. Emotional distance in various contexts. 1. Personal relationships, romantic conflicts. Couples might take a brief pause during disagreements to reflect and avoid escalating emotions. Friendships. Setting boundaries with friends who are overly dramatic can protect against emotional burnout. 2. Workplace dynamics. Professional boundaries. Employees might limit personal sharing at work to maintain a clear distinction between professional and personal lives. Leadership. Leaders use emotional distance to make rational decisions, especially during crises, balancing empathy with objectivity. 3. Therapeutic settings. Professional distance. Therapists create a safe space for clients by maintaining a degree of emotional distance, allowing clients to explore their feelings without undue influence. 4th, crisis situations. First responders. Professionals like paramedics often practice emotional distance to focus on their duties during traumatic incidents, which is vital for effective performance. 5. Education teacher-student dynamics. Educators maintain emotional distance to foster a conducive learning environment, managing their feelings while supporting students. 6. Healthcare patient care. Healthcare professionals balance empathy with emotional distance to provide clear, objective support. This approach helps caregivers stay resilient, preventing emotional exhaustion and ensuring they can make sound, unbiased decisions. By upholding this balance, providers offer compassionate care without compromising their mental well-being.